the price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asks me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need to be.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Now let's go! 3-19!
They go play action here on first down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Green, 39!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, 77 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On play action, now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
12. White.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
White. Go ahead.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
White.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Dumps it off to Gurley. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Green 39.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So spinning away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. On 1st down, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
21. White.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Here's McKinnon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make it.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 4. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Garoppolo on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. McKinnon fitting in nicely as the feature back in this 49er offense. He's back there again now on first down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried, because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run once more with McKinnon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
12. Go ahead.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hurry up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He gets away from one. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throw left side complete. That's Wells. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll drop the throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? On the foot. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Play action. Now Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
12.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all
Still
for
first
naught
down.
on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
13.
Here again is McKinnon. He's still on his feet. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face
Personal
mask.
foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Go ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that,
21,
but it is going to come back due to the illegal block
11,
in the back.
11. 12.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the illegal forward pass also cost them a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Go ahead.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
11.
Garoppolo again. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue Niner. Blue Niner.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close.